bit. Time now for a look at our weather kit for today.
Nice forecast today given to us by 7-year-old Ethan from Moline. High temperatures up to 53 this afternoon. Under a mostly sunny sky. Light winds again too, just like what we had yesterday. I guarantee we'll probably even see a few people in some shorts if you're out
You
and
know
about
you
today.
will, right?
This is a big improvement from where we've been.
Yeah, and if not today, then definitely by the end of the
By the
week.
end.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely
break
by
out
the
the
weekend.
sandals, right? Still ahead.
Good morning, John and Angie. A lot of scenes like this one behind me, the barricade up, rose-colored signs in place. Because the Mississippi River cresting as early as yesterday, we're starting to see the river levels slowly subside, but even behind me, a significant amount of water still inundating parts of modern Woodman parking lot here in Davenport. Now, we are expecting another crest to come along the Mississippi River in about a week's time, so we're not done with the flooding quite yet. We're going to get a temporary break thanks to some dry weather, and we can see that on our radar and satellite loop this morning. A whole lot of nothing going on weather-wise across much of the Quad Cities region, which is good. We don't need any rainfall and we don't need any snowfall because any of that would further aggravate the river flooding situation we have going on right now. Temperature-wise, a little chilly. The heavier jacket you'll want out the door, but you'll trade that for the lighter jacket as we get into the afternoon, as we'll go from our 20s now to about the middle 40s. So light winds too, which will be nice. Feel very warm in the sunshine. A nice change as of late. We have even more warmth that's going to be moving in just in time for the weekend. Tell you how warm coming up in just a bit. Quick check of that Quad City traffic. The Centennial just right over my shoulder. All is quiet and flowing nicely there. I-74, as Ryan just mentioned, that's where we're going to have some issues a little bit later on today. Avoid it altogether if you can as that new detour takes into effect. We'll take a look at when that next crest arrives, how high it will be, and just how long we could be seeing barricades just like this surrounding many of our streets with this flooding situation coming up in your accurate forecast.
Andrew, thank you.
Another warm and quiet day in store for us in the Quad Cities, but that active pattern including some showers and thunderstorms ready to kickstart the second half of the work week. How much rain we're expected to see coming up in your accurate forecast. Well, welcome back to Good Morning Quad Cities. I'm meteorologist Andrew Stutzke in for Eric Sorensen on this Monday morning. The rain we had yesterday, thankfully light in nature, nothing too heavy. Certainly, though, putting a damper on the end of our weekend. But our Monday is going to be starting off on a bit of a better note as that rain continues to sink to the south and a nice area of high pressure expected to build in by this afternoon. You can see some of that clearing already starting to take place to the north while the rain continues to sink to the south. Things will be a little bit chillier though. We have temperatures in the upper 30s right now with a cloudy sky, but notice those winds are a little bit gusty this morning. We're at 14 miles per hour, and that's likely where they're going to stay for a good part of the day. You can see that colder air sinking in from the north as the front itself continues to slide to the south, still managing to hang on to a little bit of warmth in southern Iowa. But that'll soon be replaced by some of these chillier values for the afternoon. We'll watch that high pressure sink in, and that'll clear out whatever clouds we have for the afternoon. Looking for a mostly sunny sky, especially later on today, and then clearing totally as we go to tonight. And with that high pressure anchored fairly close to the area, going to have a little bit of a chillier night as temperatures return to the 20s. Kind of a cold start for your Tuesday. But notice the clouds off to the west in parts of Iowa. That's actually a sign of some warmth getting ready to move back in. That's associated with a warm front, and that's going to be quick to get in here. Notice it's surging into the area as early as Wednesday morning. Some good warmth behind that with temperatures in the 60s expected, and all that warm air funneling as far north as Minnesota and the Dakotas. And once that front moves through, we're going to be watching a stationary boundary kind of set up shop right over top of us as we get into Thursday and Friday. That could spell some trouble as the warmth from the south tries to battle the colder air from the north. That'll set up an active storm zone that could potentially lay out some significant rainfall. And here's the zone we're going to be watching Thursday into Friday through we get to next weekend. A heavy amount of rain possible south of the Quad Cities. You can see that bullseye of about 2 inches towards Burlington and Galesburg. This is likely going to fluctuate north and south in the next couple of days, but this is something to really be keeping an eye on because this will further aggravate the river flooding that we're going through right now. We have a couple of model runs that are already in, including the European and the American model, which are both giving us roughly about 1 3/4 inches worth of rain, but we have several camps that are yet to be in terms of their data. We have to get a little bit closer. They can't go out long range, so we have 3 still yet to be determined, and those we'll be getting data for in the next 48 hours. So we'll see if there's some agreement with those 3 with the main two long-range models that we get. But either way, if this remains true for the end of the week, not going to be good for our river situation getting into next weekend. 49 for us today, a cooler day. You'll want the heavier jacket because it will be breezy too despite that sunshine, and then really dropping off tonight. We're back down into the 20s with clear skies and winds out of the northeast around 5 miles per hour. Your accurate 8-day forecast, 50s return as soon as tomorrow. Tomorrow, not a bad day at all. And Wednesday, really looking spectacular before that front moves in and stalls, giving us rounds of showers and thunderstorms to finish out the week, and then turning cooler as we get into next week, but remaining quiet.